What's up, everybody? I'm Stan, and welcome to Detail Comics, where we go over comics in detail. This is an iRate review, a weekly show where I go over a comic book singularly, talk about its writing, talk about its art, give you an impression of what it's all about, and whether it's something you should check out or not. So make sure to subscribe to get more of these. What we're going to be talking about today, Infamous Iron Man number 12. So I put out a poll on one of my preview picks videos, and this is the one that everybody in the community really chose at this point in time. So let's talk about Infamous Iron Man. To start off with, we have this giant splash page showing Mephisto kind of going after Doctor Strange and Victor Von Doom in the Iron Man armor that he's been rocking for the entirety of Infamous Iron Man. And it looks like it's going to be this fierce throwdown, this magic mastery, and it's just going to be amazing, right? And then immediately it goes into pause mode and Mephisto starts talking to the goddamn camera. And it's like wow. Frustrated about where that kind of put me in terms of mindset. I was not expecting it. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't think it was funny. I didn't really, it just hit me with all the wrong vibes at that point in time. He basically spends, 5 pages being like, this Doom guy, dude, this Doom guy, what a dick. What a dick. This Doom guy, such a dick. If Doctor Strange wasn't here, would have wiped the floor with him, but Doctor Strange is here, can't be dealing with Doctor Strange, he's going to get some Vishanti points, but this Doom guy, asshole, totally a dick, totally going to get his soul, this guy. And it's like 5 pages of Mephisto making excuses and trying to be funny and trying to be clever and talking about how crap Doom is and how he was making up his mom and all that kind of stuff. It just does nothing for me. Period. It does nothing but cheapen the actual final confrontation between Mephisto, Doctor Strange, and Victor Von Doom's infamous Iron Man. And it really put such a sour taste in my mouth that I couldn't really enjoy the rest of the book. I mean, once we get to the actual portion where they're fighting, it's like Mephisto says. It's only going to last a few seconds because they're going to banish me and I'm going to be gone and then we're going to be done. And it's just, wow, it sucked. Like that whole portion of the book sucked. All this buildup, Mephisto, this big bad plot, blah, 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 blah. Nothing. I got no payoff. Nothing whatsoever. So once they banish Mephisto, Dr. Doom, Victor Von Doom is like, okay, I'm going to need some time. If you let me go, Sharon Carter, I will deliver you a Hydra science base. I'll contact you in an hour with the coordinates. And then all of a sudden he flies away. The Thing is really upset because it's just like, I see what you're doing. You're going to let this guy walk. And I don't want you to let this guy walk. He needs to pay for his crimes. He needs to be punished. So what Victor does is he bamfs him out to Amsterdam and puts a really nice bottle of scotch in front of him and sends him a letter, a note, and then all of a sudden things are okay because there's no way the Thing can get back to wherever Victor Von Doom is in that time. And then Sharon Carter and Doctor Strange are talking about what Victor's capable of, and it's like, can he really deliver me a Hydra science base today? And she's very much, kind of concerned about this, and Doctor Strange is just like, yeah, he can do whatever the hell he wants. He's Victor Von Doom. If he's dedicated to doing something, he can do it. And then we see Victor Von Doom delivering a Hydra science base. And it's just, for a book, for a series that I thought was really, really good going throughout everything, maybe I'm just approaching this wrong. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's not the book itself. But I felt like this issue was definitely not what I needed. It's not what I was looking for, that's obvious, and it's not what I needed regarding the story. There's only one thing that really comes out of this that's particularly interesting in any respect, maybe 2. First, all the supervillains, they're pissed. They're pissed that Victor Von Doom went goody two-shoes and kind of turned them in, and now they're all in prison. That's to be expected. The whole get Doom, we're going to get Doom thing. Yeah, we know that's going to happen. That's what happens when, you kind of go from being the baddest of the bad villains to, being an anti-hero kind of persona. When you're trying to go good, you burn your bridges with the bad guys. And then because the good guys don't trust you, you're kind of isolated on an island and it puts you in a very weird spot. But the second thing is that the lady that he had been having kind of like relationship with, now has some news for him. I don't really want to spoil it. You can kind of assume what it is, and if you've read it, then you already know what it is. But it's just one of those things where it's just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to take this. And there's no more Infamous Iron Man for me to kind of get what I need from this series, because Infamous Iron Man is being folded into Invincible Iron Man while we go on the search for Tony Stark. So the series, for me, feels incomplete and unfulfilling. So I don't want to put a damper on all of the issues. I don't want to put a damper on the entirety of the thing. But when you go in to stick the landing, this feels like you didn't. I'm sure that there are people out there that absolutely loved everything that went down, and that is perfectly fine for you. Me, not one of them. So I can't fault Alex Maleev. Maleev did a fantastic job. The art has been consistent and been one of the best parts about the book. I love his renditions of technology in kind of like a magical, mystical sense. You know, you can have these very clear distinctions. However, there are points in time where they kind of overlap, so you can see how, you know, science and mysticism could be transitioned. It's definitely a very cool concept, and I like the visuals. You know, they're always really strong color combinations. And the scene where basically Doom devastates Mephisto, and you've got the multiple different personalities and heads and different visages kind of out in space is just staggering. It's like awesome. I really loved that. But I think that the book was let down by, well, this last issue. I don't think that it was what needed to happen, or at least for me as a reader, and that makes me feel a little bit disappointed in things. So Infamous Iron Man number 12, those are kind of my thoughts on everything, but I really want to know, if you guys read that, like, how did you take this whole fourth wall breaking devil demon, you know, Mephisto kind of thing, you know, just basically trying to talk crap about Victor Von Doom the entire time, and how he's going to actually win eventually, maybe some point in time. I mean, how did you guys feel about all that? You know, let me know in the comments down below. We can start that conversation. As always, if you like what you see, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to get more news, reviews, and commentary on comic books, comic book movies, comic book TV shows, and games, and anything and everything having to do with the world of comics.